Hello, my name is Cadet Clark, and in the previous video you would have shown that I just done an introduction to basic Army Cadet fieldcraft. Now we're going to do Army Cadet basic training fieldcraft, kit and equipment. If you have a notepad and pen or a phone or a tablet, be helpful to write this down because it will help you a lot. So let's get started. Is fieldcraft taught to cadets at all star levels? Yes. What are the first fieldcraft lessons taught to basic cadets? Overview of fieldcraft. So this is revision, by the way. Packing kit and equipment. Packing of kit and equipment. Aim. By the end of this lesson you will know what equipment and clothing to pack for fieldcraft training, as well as how to pack it. It's not really hard, but for some people it might be. Introduction. When training out in the field, there are certain items you will need to take with you. What you pack depends on two factors. 1. How long you will be away for. You will need to pack more if you are staying out for a night or two, rather than just doing a single day's training. Number 2. What sort of training you are doing. Firing blank ammunition, practicing patrol conduct, or learning to build a shelter may require different items to pack. CFO. So it's all broken down into these letters. There are two main packing setups that you will use. There are CFO and CMO. Don't get confused. First we will look at CFO. CFO, so C-E-F-O, all down. C is complete, E is equipment, F is fighting, and O is order, so complete equipment fighting order. This is the minimum you will take in the field, and it's made up of the following. Uniform with combat jacket. I'll show you at the end. Actually, I'll show you now. Go get my combat jacket. May look different in some detachments, but this is my combat jacket, or as we like to call it, smock. But it's like a combat jacket. So there's a hood that comes up, so that's the combat jacket. Webbing or assault vest, cadet helmet or appropriate headdress, rifle and sling. I don't have any of the last three, but I'll probably get it when I go to the camps, and then they will give it to you to probably rent out or keep it personally. CFO, combat jacket. This needs to be with you when in the field, and the following items can be packed. Notebook and pencil, pen and pencil, compass, snacks, tissues, toilet paper, whistle, small torch with red light, gloves, cam cream. Okay, so I'm just going to go back and explain every item of what you need to pack. Might be easier. So notebook and pen and pencil. So when you go on the exercise, they might want you just to write down the importance of the lesson. Compass, to use when you're doing navigation and to make sure you don't get lost. Snacks, so maybe when you're out of energy you might just want to have a quick snack to build your energy back up. Tissue / toilet paper, so when you go to toilet you'll use the tissue in like the small tissue packet boxes that you get for your nose. Yeah, it's not ideal. Whistle, so if you're lost, you've lost your patrol, just blow the whistle and they should come over and rescue you. Small torch with red light. Now the reason why we use a red light is because if you use a white light the enemy can see you, but if you use a red light it's very hard for the enemy to see you in the dark. Gloves, keep your hands warm, and some gloves are used for field crafts like when you're handling the gun or you're crawling. And cam cream to keep you concealed from the enemy. Now they say to put on not too much, not too less, just right in the middle, so just enough. Don't be one of them people that just put loads of camo cream on. CFO, PLCE webbing, personal load carrying equipment. This is a suggested way for you to pack your webbing. Yoke over the shoulders and back. Belt order sits on your hip. Left ammunition pouches plus 2 magazines in each. Right ammunition pouches times 2, 2 magazines in each. Water bottle for 58 pattern water bottles, so you'll get that when you go, or you can buy at the shop. Utility pouches, 2 roll, 30 meters of dark coloured communication cord, small sewing kit and some snacks. That's all you should have really. Extra utility pouches, see next page. So I'll show you, but that's all you need to know. Note, if using an assault vest instead, the small items would still be required. CFO, possible extra items for utility pouches. When packing your webbing or assault vest, if you have spare space in any unused utility pouches, you may want to pack some of the following: foot gear, spare socks, laces, footwear, powder, etc. So, torches, spare batteries, plus red filter as possible. So, spare socks, so when you're in boots, in case when you're in the pouring rain and the water eventually gets in your boots and it makes your feet freezing, you might get hypothermia, so it's good to carry spare socks. Laces, this happens a lot when us cadets, we're going through the woods or something and we trip and our laces snap, or we go through the woods and it gets caught and it snaps. And foot powder to stop you getting athlete's foot and all that. Just pull it on your foot or in the sock and then just wear it. Torch and spare batteries, press red filter as possible, like I said, about the enemy not seeing you. And bring spare batteries, because if not you're going to be kind of stuck if you don't have batteries. Personal first aid kit, so for you, in case you hurt yourself or in case your friend hurts yourself, you can help him. Warm weather, sun gear and bush hats, so in the summer you might want to get some sun cream so you don't burn, and when you get to like the winter that we're in now, cold weather gear, so hat, gloves and scarf to keep you warm so you don't get ill potentially. CFO, final checks. There are a few extra things to remember when packing your CFO. Only pack essential items in webbing and assault vest, so don't just stack it up with sweets and everything, because you need to pack the items that you'll need for survival. Just don't pack it up with just rubbish, because it's not going to help you. This setup is not suitable on its own for extended or overnight exercises, so you won't be using it for some of the exercises you'll do. This is only just for fieldcraft. Everything should be packed so as not to rattle or make noise when moving. So you don't want to be going through a field and something is rattling in your pocket, because you'll give away your patrol's position, and then that's when the enemy sees you where you are, and then what you gonna do? All your patrol are just gonna get wiped out. So just, and make no noise for moving, so walk quietly, not stepping on sticks or anything. Items that may get damaged by water should be placed in waterproof bags. I've seen this when I've done my lesson by one of the corporals. You get like this waterproof bag, you can put your phone in it or anything like a map or any essential items that you think are going to get ruined. Just place them in like the sandwich bags. You have like waterproof bags, and then just put it in the bag. Stops it from getting wet and damaged, because last thing you want is your items to get damaged. Purpose made dry bags, sealable. Food bags or bin liners can be used to waterproof items. So potentially you could use these. Sorry, if only I had my tablet it'd be easier, but I haven't got my tablet at the moment, so it's just harder at the minute. So you see the bags in the corner of the TV, that's what you can use. They're really good to have. Purpose made dry bags, so don't go using the CMO, the other main packing setup that you'll use in CMO. So this is CMO now, not CFO. CMO. CMO. Combat, equipment, marching order. This is for when you'll be required to stay out overnight and not in. It's made up of everything in a CFO setup, but you also carry a Bergen rucksack with extra equipment to enable you to create shelter, cook meals and sleep. There are a few other extras to include. CMO Bergen approximately 50 to 100 litre capacity. This is a suggested way to pack your Bergen. On or inside the top of the Bergen, ground mat for sleeping on, lid pocket, cold weather gear, left pouch, basher, bungees and pegs, right pouch, waterproof clothing, main compartment, top fleece atop, middle sleeping bag and bivvy, bottom spare underwear, trousers, t-shirt, and right pouch, waterproof clothing and rations. That's all you need to pack your Bergen for. Extra items to pack in a Bergen. When packing your Bergen, you will also want to pack the following. Small wash kit, travel size, mini items are best for saving space and reducing weight. Small folding toothbrush, travel size toothpaste, hand/body cleaner/gel, small flannel and towel, ordless deodorant, plus boys razor and shave gel, and girls sanitary items. That's all you need, really. Boot cleaning kit. Boots need to be cleaned and polished daily to protect them and ensure they are water resistant. A dull finish is required, so there is no need to polish to shine. Cleaning cloth to remove excessive dirt. Good quality waterproofing polish like kiwi. Application brush cloth. You may want to pack this with your spare laces, socks, foot powder and some blister plasters to make a full foot maintenance kit, which is good to have. Cooking kit. Everything to be able to prepare and eat a hot meal. Mess tin, cooker and fuel. You will be issued rations to keep you going for the duration of your exercise, so you need to have room to store these. Ask a member to take a small rubbish bag to clean up after yourself. Personal first aid kit. This is for you to treat yourself if you have a minor injury. Any serious injuries will be dealt with by a qualified first aider with a comprehensive first aid kit. Plasters, survival foil blanket, small bandages, personal non-prescription medication such as paracetamol. Prescription items will be normally managed by instructors. Sunscreen, any other items you think are essential. Sewing kit. Be prepared to repair damaged or ripped uniform or carrying equipment by packing a small sewing kit. Learn how to make repairs before setting off. Cotton, needles, spare buttons, small pair of scissors. Day sack instead of Bergen. If you are training for a full day but you are not planning on staying out overnight, you will need more items than you can carry in your webbing, but not enough to need a full Bergen. If this is the case, a smaller alternative called a day sack can be used. This should ideally be around 30 to 50 litre capacity, and the following should be packed. Waterproof clothing, warm top or fleece, cold warm weather gear, torch and spare batteries, snacks and extra water, personal first aid kit if not in webbing. Summary. Packing the correct equipment when fieldcraft training can make the difference between great experience and a bad one. Remember to pack what you will need and plan for all weather conditions, as weather can change drastically very quickly. However, you must also be careful not to pack too much, as you will have to carry it. Too much weight will slow you down and make you tired. Talk to instructors and senior cadets that you know to get some more ideas on what to pack and how to pack it. A lot is down to common sense, but experience also counts for a lot. Practice and confirmation. What does CFO stand for? Complete Equipment Fighting Order. When would you use the CMO setup? When staying out overnight. Just write this down, you'll remember it. Should you pack your clothing based on the weather forecast? No, always pack for all weather conditions, because you don't know what weather you'll be caught up in. What is a day sack? A small alternative to a bergin. It's like a rucksack, but a bigger one. And that's it. And I hope you enjoyed it, and just keep on practicing.